Ospreay versus Takeshita rematch from Ospreay's first pay-per-view match with the company at Revolution. I expected this to be exactly what it was, and these two guys are just
makes me mad how
incredible, bro. I mean, Takeshita is just, man, every time I watch this guy wrestle, I'm like, man, just give him all the things. But watching this, and we talked about this like right after Dynasty, it feels like, okay, if it's not Swerve, it's probably going to be Ospreay.
It's Ospreay.
And the more and more I watch this guy, I'm like, yeah, it just feels like it's his time. Like, just nobody else on the card wrestles like he does. He feels like a special attraction match every time he's on a show.
That's a perfect way to describe it. It feels like a special attraction. Like it's like you're seeing great wrestling, but specifically this part is going to be different.
Yeah, and just when you just think about everything with him, like everything is clicking with him. He's very well liked. The promos he's cutting are great. The audience loves him.
He looks like he's having a great time.
Yeah, one of the hottest baby faces in the company. Just how unselfish he was coming into the company the first year. We talked about like
maybe Fletcher too unselfish, honestly.
Yeah, Fletcher feeling like that guy, and Fletcher feels like that guy because of the feud with Ospreay.
Yep.
The Kevin Knight match, and just so many other things. The Swerve match at Forbidden Door, and
Brian.
I mean, like, and that was all just in a year. And I'm like, yeah, it just feels like all the momentum is starting to go in that direction. This match was just phenomenal.
There was moments, specifically, I've talked about it a couple of times this week, but when they did the back-to-back 1 count kickouts, like they've done this thing. They kind of fucked the game up, Ospreay and Omega, when they initially did the 1 count kickout, because it was so perfect.
Yeah.
And so I've seen some people imitate it since that initial match, and it doesn't usually hit that hard, Phil. I'm like, all right, you guys, we might have burned this out. They hit 2 back-to-back in this match, and I was screaming in my place, like on my feet, jumping up and down, like I was yelling. I was so excited. Like they were so locked in, but when they got to that point, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, the way Ospreay puts together his matches, and these things that you would think are like sacrilege. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do like the 1 count kickouts like this. You're not supposed to like jump up and not sell certain things. But the timing of when he does it, and the crowd bites every time. The counters and just everything that he does to get people locked in. I mean, of course, like the spots and everything are incredible as well, but just like, you know, just the moments of like fighting spirit and like just him charging up. It's just like, bro, when he kicked out of that at 1 and jumped up, I was like, bro,
yeah,
this is like, and then like I said, the crowd was so great. I was like, yo.
And like you said, Takeshita, the way that he's the most confident wrestler in the world, like a loss never affects him. He's like, I don't care about that. I care about beating ass. And so there was this kind of contrast of like finesse. Like Ospreay is the most beautiful wrestler. He's so clean. He's all this. And Takeshita's like, I'm going to knock your head off. Like I'm going to come from here. Like, look at me, come from here and knock your ass cold. And there were so many moments that moment where they set up really perfectly. I thought of Ospreay getting the Os cutter on the outside on the ramp, and then he tried it again in the ring, and Takeshita just clobbered.
Bro. Yeah, some of the strikes in this match were crazy. Takeshita was clobbering this guy, but man, Ospreay, just like that transition towards the end into the Styles Clash. Nuts.
How?
Yeah, but to go with what we were saying about the opening match with the women, setting this up with the run Takeshita was on last year, having a run in the G1, so we've seen what he looks like in the tournament, and then immediately putting him in this tournament and putting him against Ospreay, and it's like Takeshita could win this, but of course Ospreay picked up the win. To nobody's real surprise, he's moving on to the finals. Again, he is my pick to win this tournament.
Yeah, Ospreay's definitely going to win, I think, at this point. Like, if the way that it's set up, he keeps doing the fitting for today, WrestleMania sign point with the all-in thing. Like, it all feels like that's where we're going here. But the match was, if you want to watch a great wrestling match this week, there was 2 of them on this show. And for these guys to follow after what the ladies did and it be so different and it'd be 2 amazingly different matches is a testament to everybody involved. There were so many moments in this that I was blown away. And then yesterday to be at the DDT show and the main event was Takeshita and Mao. And when Takeshita came out, I was all, that Ospreay match was a couple days ago. Yeah, this guy's insane.
This is the Takeshita run at this point. He's just doing this every week.
He wrestled Tanahashi last week.
Bro, I was there. Like, within the span of a week, we've seen him do this like 3 times. I just
can't believe it.
Incredible wrestler. But yeah, there's just 2 of the best wrestlers in the world right now having a great match. Again, this makes the Owen feel special. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know last year I was saying that was probably my favorite Owen. Like, so far, this Owen kids kind of blew that one out the water.
I'm like, whoa, for what both the men and the women are doing is crazy. Like, I think for kind of the foundation that they laid last year with Mariah and Brian and how what those developed into, and kind of feeling like this year, like, what can we do to top it? It's already feel like they're on their way, you know?
Yeah. So Ospreay moved on to the finals. He will face the winner of Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. Now that Hangman,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Now that Hangman has moved on to the semifinals, I do think Hangman is going to move on to the finals. I do think it'll end up being Ospreay versus Hangman. We haven't seen that match yet.
No. And we already blew off essentially for now the Ospreay and Fletcher thing. So.
Yeah, so I don't see them going back to that this soon. I do think Hangman Ospreay is the best match to put in the finals.
And also that is
that's gonna
be crazy.
That's gonna be a big one. And you could put that on the Double or Nothing card. That's a big pay-per-view match.
Yep.
I do think Ospreay is gonna win.
Definitely. I think that, like I said, Ospreay is being set up. He's primed, WrestleMania point. This feels like his match to win. But Hangman's in that position of a lot of people are under the impression that he could win too. So that's going to change the dynamics. The Young Bucks are going to play a role. Sora's going to play a role. I think that this is all furthering those stories. So that's great. And the match is going to be insane either way. But this is Ospreay's tournament from rip to win. So, or to lose at this point. Like, so he came to win this one.
So because Jack wasn't in the quarterfinals, do you think that the Bucks are going to cost Hangman the finals?
What benefit would it have for them to help Ospreay? But like the way that they've been tying loose ends with the Young Bucks, I'm like, it could be anything. Like I could see it happening.
Yeah. I mean, I keep saying I don't think that Tony would do that because he's been pretty.
You're right.
He's been pretty consistent with the tournaments that he doesn't do like the interference or like the shenanigans finish in the tournament. So I don't think that that's what's going to happen. My prediction is they're going to try to help Hangman. I think they're going to try to help Hangman beat Ospreay because the whole time they've been like, look, we're friends. We're trying to help you. I think they're going to try to help Hangman. And he's going to be like, I don't want your help.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose. And then afterwards, they're going to attack him.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. I definitely hear you. I could see Hangman already being like, no, get back. We're not doing it this way. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what a great match.